All right, folks, let's make this real quick. I'm going to show you this trade. I sent this out to you guys, and I told you in this video. Y'all remember this video? I put this same video out last week for you guys, and I told you in this video, and that was the one that says stop focusing on win rates and you get paid by pips. And I told you guys in the thumbnail, I said I'm going to give you a free trade, and that was last week on Euro NZD. Okay, and let me play a little bit of this so you guys can hear it for yourself.
This free trade setup. This is one of the trades that I posted into the copycat group for the copycat members. NFP just came out, and so news has just passed, and the markets did their flicker. I'm on the 4-hour time frame, and this is Euro NZD. And we have a clear head and shoulders pattern. You can see now it's just popped into profit, and this has been copied already to the copycat members.
All right, I'll stop it there. So this is the video I sent out to you guys last week, and I clearly told you that I'm going to give you a free heads up on the trade. So what we're going to do now is go to the charts, and let's take a look at what happened. Bing, Euro NZD, here it is. Let's go to a lower time frame, and let's take a look at what happened here. And I showed you guys that when I first sent out the trade, immediately within a few minutes, it went up by 30-something pips. And since it was a Friday, I closed it off for our copycat members. We had already did over 800 pips last week. And in fact, as of today, as we speak, we're already up 576 pips or something like that. So we're up over 500 pips so far. And so there was no need for me to hold that for our copycat members. I just really want to get them some additional pips to close out the month. To close out the week. And let me kind of show you guys this. Let me move this out the way. And by the way, before I show you this, and then I'll get to the charts and show you how many pips you could have actually made on this trade. Let me show you this. This came in this morning from a member who sent me a screenshot saying, hey, Uncle P, thank you. Because they are a part of the challenge of the Blue Guardian, and I'm going to cover that on a live trade that I'm in on my live account, and I'm going to show you what I said in last week's class and how it's working today. But here's a member who actually passed the prop firm challenge on first phase, and so congratulations to Charles W., who's in our group, and he passed a challenge with Blue Guardian using our copycat service. Before I go into my prop firm account, what I'm going to do is kind of measure out for you guys how many pips from the time that I sent the trade out, which was right here, to actually where it is right now. And you can see the price action. This is a live. This is happening live because you can see the pip count moving right here, the bid spread moving. So you can see that wiggling up and down as we speak. So right here is where you could have done 133 pips, 133 pips from Friday on one trade. And nobody can say that I did not tell you ahead of time. And this is why our copycat members are busting out and making such great profits and in their accounts. And let me show you exactly where we are right now as we speak. And this is just Monday. So as we speak right now, you'll always see this number 2 because this is saying how many total trades are still open and running, which you see is 2 of them. We've already closed out 5 of them. We're at 100% win rate, 5 trades for 574 pips. So now taking a look at when I'm posting up these numbers and doing these thumbnails, you can clearly see how we're coming to these numbers and that they're not fabricated because I gave you a free trade on Friday. And I told you, hey, here's a trade for you. And right now, literally, and you can see that it's moving. So literally, as we're still doing this video, you still would have been making about 136 pips in a matter of days. Okay, I sent it out on Friday. So Friday, Sunday, and today is Monday. Monday the 13th, January 13th, 2025. So if anybody want to go back to the charts and verify what I'm saying, you can clearly see this was a 4-hour heads and shoulder pattern. So by us trading from the higher time frames, yes, we use higher stop losses, but we make a ton more pips than the average person because from the higher perspective, you're not working so hard. Just imagine how many trades you would have to make on a scalp by 10 or 20 pips to be able to make even 134 pips. And that's without losing. That means if you were doing 10 pips a trade, you would have had to do 13 10-pip trades straight with no losses. Or you could have took this one trade I sent out to you and you could have held it and boom, look at there. And look at the target where it hit. And I told you guys I wasn't going to tell you the target because, again, if you're not part of our copycat group, I'm not going to tell you send out another free trade. I'm not doing that. It was just a sample to let you guys know that what we post in our groups and what I post on social media, as far as what we're doing for the copycat members, nobody can say that it's a scam. Nobody can say it's fake because I gave you a free sample just so you can see, oh, I understand now how they're making these big old gigantic whops of pips. Look from here to here. That's 135 pips. From here to here, that is another 164. So by us catching them off the higher time frames, instead of y'all constantly trying to do these little scalps, nothing wrong against scalping because I love scalping now. I used to not be a fan. I love it, especially in the futures market. Absolutely love it. But for those who want to just, make easy pip, easy money, all it takes is patience. You can get a head and shoulders pattern on the 5-minute, or you can get a head and shoulders on the 4-hour. What's going to be the difference? Pip count. Higher pip counts with less trades. Okay? So when we're saying, which again, here we are, we're already up, and this is just Monday, and we're already up 574 pips for our copycat members. All members who are in the Forex copier alone have already prospered by 574 pips already. So when that young man had sent me that screenshot showing proof that, hey, I passed the prop firm challenge, you can clearly see how it's done. Am I telling the truth? Can I get an amen in the comments on that? All right, now, another thing I want to do is go over my personal challenges because I am in several challenge accounts and I have them all connected. So when I trade from this account, it automatically copies onto all of my prop firm accounts. Okay, so I'm going to show you another thing because I covered this on last week in Wednesday's class. But if you're not attending my class, shame on you. You deserve to miss out. Before I go further, let me kind of pull this up because I did mean to show you guys this. For those who want to join our copycat service, it's right here. Just go to superezcopycat.com and you can look at how it works because it's right here. I got a little short video clip to show you, hey, this is me on this side taking trades, and this will be your account where you do absolutely nothing. It only takes a matter of minutes to set this up, and once you set it up, you set it and forget it, and then you can go over here to join, and then have all kinds of packages and options depending on whether you want just Forex trades, do you want to be copied on gold trades, do you want to be copied on the US 30, and soon we're going to have silver trades, and soon we're going to have other options as well. So you can choose the package that best fits you on a monthly subscription base, and that's it. So this will be me trading or my team, and then this is be you just getting copied on the trades. That's it. You don't have to do anything. All right. All right. So let's get to my prop firm account so I can show you what happened because I opened up another one and I'm going to go over this one. This is one where I have a prop firm instant account through Blue Guardian. Now with the instant account, it's going to be a little bit different on the rules because it's an instant funding account. The other accounts, I don't think they have this, but the instant account they do. And that is a 1% rule, meaning that if you're in drawdown by 1%, then they will close out all your trades. You won't blow the account, but it's just to protect us. So with a 100K account, if I'm down by 1,000 on my trades, then they'll close the accounts. Thank God I'm not in the drawdown. I'm actually in high profits. So that's nothing for me to worry about. So that was sent in by a member who asked questions about that. Here's my opinion. To avoid that, if you're going to do an instant account, and by the way, I mentioned this in class, they do instant accounts, but only up to 100,000. So I got the $100,000 account. So that's the only one you can do, which is fine. I'm not going to argue about it. But the truth of the matter is, the best way to go about it is to lower your lot size so that even if you go into drawdown or whatever, which is going to happen sometimes when you're trading off the higher time frames, you're going to, you know how it goes down and then it pulls back. And then all of a sudden you just patiently wait for it to finish playing with you, which is what happened here. Let's go to this and you'll see, went down, pull back, little drawdown, go down, pull back, little drawdown, go down, pull back, and then it keeps going down. That's normal. That's the way the market works. So the best way to overcome that daily drawdown 1%, if you're going to do their instant account, just lower your lot size so that you never even come close to the 1,000 1% of whatever your balance is. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this video. I'll be right back. Let me pull up my prop firm account, and then let's look at some numbers, because the numbers you see on this prop firm account, you have to times it by the number of accounts I have. Okay, so let's stop. Okay, and we're back. All right, so you guys, you can see that I've been having a very, very good day. already. And so on this account, you can see I got $700 worth of running profit. And then as far as closed out profit, I'm already up 1,700. So you can see the difference between this. This equity means that this is the amount of my profits along with what's already closed out. And this is just what's closed out already. Make sense? If I was to close all of this right here, then this balance and this balance will be the same. So this closed out balance is just the closed trades. It doesn't include the running trades, which you can see I'm up $700 basically on this. So for today on this account, which is a new one that I got, a 100K account, okay, and I believe this is the instant account. No, this is not the instant. This is another one. But either way it goes, here's the point. The point is I made $2,400 on this account. However, what do you have to do? Let's times it by 4. So $2,400 times 4 accounts means how much I make today. What? So do you see how, I know you guys watch a lot of videos where people are doing a lot of different big money, and you're just envious. An easier way for the average person who's coming up the ranks is to simply multiply it across a platform so that you're not struggling to try to hit these big old home runs every single time you're trading. You don't have to do that. So for an example, if you had $100 and you have 5 accounts, that means you're making $500 a day. You times that by 5 days a week, and you're making $2,500 a month. Does that make sense? Okay. All you're doing is $100 a day on 5 different accounts, and they're all getting the same trades. So you trade in one account, but it copies to the rest of them, and look at what you're making, $2,500 a month. Okay. So now, like for me, let's take this number and let's keep it conservative. Let's just say I do $1,000 a day. Okay, $1,000 a day times 4 accounts. That means I'm making $4,000 a day. You times that by, $4,000 a day, and you times that by 5 days a week. I'm making $2,000 a week. Okay, and you times that by 4, and that means I'm making $8,000 a month. Okay, and all I'm doing is $1,000 a day on 100, basically 1% a day on my account is what my target is. Okay, so that's just on 4 accounts. So let's take this and times it by, let's do the math, and let's just say I have $4,000, or let me redo this, $1,000 a day times 10 accounts. Excuse me, let me redo that. $1,000 a day times 10 accounts equals $10,000 a day times 5 trading days a week times 4 weeks. Now I'm going to do that again just to make absolutely sure I got it right. Okay. $1,000 a day times 10 accounts. That equals $10,000 a day. You times that by 5 days a week. That's $50,000. That number is really big. Let me do it one more time, just because it's clicking for me. And I've been doing this a long time, but this is, hold on, G-Stack, 1 G-Stack, that's it, on $1,000 account, 100K account, just a G-Stack. Okay, which I did more than that. You can see it right here. I did more than that. I actually did twice that amount. But let's just be conservative. $1,000, 1% on a 1K account. But I have 10 accounts now. How much I made today? $10,000 in a day. I don't have to do one big trade like they do, or one big huge video with, where I'm doing 50 lots on one trade. I'm very conservative, riding below the radar with the prop firms, and I'm just horizontally doing my business now, not vertically, meaning that I have to do high lot sizes like you see in the videos of everybody else. I'm doing horizontal. Minimum lot sizes, making 1% a day on my 100K account, but I have 10 of these accounts. So that's $10,000 a day. How many days are we trading per week? Typically about 6, to be honest, but and so let's do, let's just say you have an off day. So we're going to take one of those days off because you have let's say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. So 6 days a week technically, but let's take one day off and say you're trading for 5 days a week. So now we're going to take that 10K a day and times it by 5. How much you made in a week? Now, how many days are in a trading week? I mean, how many weeks are in a month? Times 4. And you times that by how many months? 12 months. 2.4 million. Now, let's say half of that is bad times, news events, whatever. So we're going to divide that by 2, cut it in half. You're still making over $1 million a year, even if you're having a terrible time. So, for an example, instead of trying to go for a G stack a day, let's just do $500 a day on a 100K account. Okay? So we take $500 a day times 10 accounts. That's $5,000 a day. How many days of the week? We're going to do just 5 times 5 days a week. That's $25,000 a week. How many weeks are in a month? Times 4. That's $100K a month. All right. And we times that by 12. And that's where we get our $1.2 million. And all you're trying to accomplish is just $500 a day on a 100K account, which you see I did actually $2,400 today. Not bad, but maybe I won't get that every day. So even if I ride conservatively with just $500 a day, in other words, the new trading day has just started about 2 hours and 27 minutes ago. So that means I've already made my goal for the second day. So I can actually close this out and say, okay, I'm already on course for the $500 a day that's 0.5%. Okay. That's less than 1% a day on a 100K account, less than 1%. That's a 0.5% a day on a 100K account. That's all it takes. So you see, anybody can accomplish this. Now you don't have to try to constantly keep finding bad trades and trying to run up them with big lot sizes, blowing your accounts with these excessive lot sizes. No, you don't have to do that anymore. It's going horizontally, spreading one small amount across many, many different accounts. And therefore, you're still accomplishing a tremendous goal, but you're not trying to do it on a home run, one hitter quitter on one account. You're doing it across multiple accounts. So here's what I suggested to a friend of mine, Mr. Derek. I said, we had a dialogue through through email about, and he was asking me a question. I said, here's what I suggest you do. Every pay period, set aside a little small budget to constantly buy you another prop firm account. And I wouldn't do it with the same broker just in case one broker start tripping or coming up with a reason not to pay out. You already got other accounts. So you get 2 from here, 3 from there, whatever. And you're not really worried about blowing the account anymore because now you're wise enough to know I don't need to hit home runs every day. So, I don't need to worry about whether I'm going to blow this account or not, because that's how they make their money, off of blown accounts. And how do people blow it? Trying to hit home runs. In this 2025 season, we're not going for home runs at all, are we? No, we're not. What we're going for is just being consistently making profits, small amounts. One day you may make $1,000 a day. Another day you may make $500 a day. It doesn't matter. If you got a 25K account, all right, your goal, maybe you make, $50 a day. Let's even look at that. Okay. Let's just say you got a 25K account. So let's just say you make $50 a day times how many accounts? 10 accounts. You making $500 a day off of just making $50. And this is what Dr. Paisley, Dr. Ellis had been telling us all along. What he has is 50 accounts. So, wow. Can you imagine with 50 accounts? Okay. But for some of you guys, I know 50 sounds like a big number. So your goal is to just get up to 10 accounts. And if you're doing 25K accounts, your goal is just make $50 a day. That means you can take several trades. Some could be losses, some could be winners. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, just make $50. And you're going to have 10 accounts. And that means you're making $500 a day. And you times that by how many trading days? 5 days a week. That means you're making $2,500 a week off of $50 a day on 10 accounts. You times that by 4 weeks. and how much you're making. You're making $10,000 a month. You times that by 12. You have now been a six-figure earner. $50 a day will make you a six-figure earner. Anybody can do this. Anybody. So now with that being said, when I'm telling you guys that we're killing it, or let me rephrase that so YouTube won't banish me. Oh, you're using violent language. So now, can you imagine that we're doing this numbers, hundreds of pips a week for our copycat members, and they don't even have to take the trades? Can you now understand how people are doing it? Just find brokers that allow copy trades and EAs, and you good. You good. We'll take care of it. But if you want to do it on your own, I'm still showing you. Okay? I'm still showing you. You can be very conservative. The key is Dr. Elvis, here's what he's doing. Okay? Dr. Elvis, he can make, let's just use a number of $100 a day. He has 50 accounts running. He's making $5,000 a day. That's just off $100 on one account. You times that by how many days a week? 5. Times that by how many weeks in a month? 4. Times that by 12. See? And that's just off $100 a day. You know the man making way more money than that. I think he said he targets trying to make now $4,000 a day. Times 50 accounts. Actually, let me see. Let's do it like this. What's 50 accounts divided by $4,000? Look at that. That ain't much at all. Okay. So let's just say he's doing $50 a day times 100 accounts. I'm sorry. Oops. Let me divide that by 2 times 50 accounts. Let me start again. $100 a day. Well, with him, he's probably doing $250 a day or more. Maybe I'll bring him on. He can explain. But $250 times 50 accounts, $12,000 in a day, times 5 days a week, times 4 weeks in a month, $250,000, times 12 months in a year. And there you go. 7-figure earner. There you go. Okay. Either way, guys, this was fun doing this video for you guys. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think, and I will be seeing you guys in class on Wednesday, and we can talk more about this if you guys want. Hopefully this video was